نعتذر على هذا العطب الفني. حقيقة ما عنديش فكرة شنو اللي صار. يلسبو فما مشكلة في ستريم يارد خاطر الحق كنا نستعملوا في البرو فيرجن، كنا نشتريوها بالفلوس. توا الحق ما شريتهاش مؤخرا وولات غالية برشا برشا الحق. سو اي ثينك انه فما مشكلة في ستريم يارد. ان شاء الله ما تكونوش بعتوا برشا، حسيلو العلم مازال متواصل. We continue with you عبير، يعطيك الصحة و sorry again.
No, it's okay. That happens. And we just started, so you didn't miss much. I was just talking about why it's AI, why are we talking about AI? We're still in the beginning. So today I'll be talking about AI for project managers because that's what I represent today. I mean, I wear multiple hats throughout my career. For the people who doesn't know me, my name is Abir Chermiti. I'm from Tunisia. I grew up in Tunisia. I moved to the States after my graduation, and now I live and work in the United States, in New York, basically. I've met with Ahlam as my professor in Isatsus, so shout out to all Isatsus, and yeah. Isatsus, if there are people in the audience here. My career, my background is I'm a software engineer, and I kind of grow in my career to become an entrepreneur, startup advisor, focused on AI project in the past 3 years. Also, I was working with startups basically, and being a founder myself, being an entrepreneur myself, I learned so much, and this is how I learned or picked up the skill set for project management. Then I kind of passed my CAPM, and soon I'll be passing my PMP, hopefully. So I'm a certified project manager. What I do right now for the past couple months, I still do my entrepreneurship thing. I still have my business. I do business and tech consulting for startups, but also I transitioned to work with an organization that is dear to me. It's IEEE. So I kind of transitioned from volunteering for almost 10 years to now working in a project manager capacity within IEEE. And AI is in every conversation that we've been having or that we have, whether it's with friends, over dinner, over coffee or drinks, or even at work. We always talk about AI and think how AI can make our life easier and better. And as a project manager, I'm someone who kind of grow to learn that I don't like wasting time, and if there is a way that I can save do tasks in a very efficient way, whether efficient like time efficiency or resource efficiency, or like money, resources, or whatever we use, I will go for it. So I'm not the type who is resistant to change. So whenever there is something new or trending or something going on in the project management or in the area that impact my career, I'm always like open ear, open eye, and I'm willing to learn. So that's a little bit about me. I'm a forever learner, and I like to talk about AI, and I've been doing a lot of presentation, whether from a small scale to a big scale, to talking to young professionals, talking to students, to talking to rooms where there is CEOs in the room. But because today my session is the opening session, I wanted to start first about understanding. I don't know the audience in the room, the levels, and if we have students or professional or people. So I wanted to start with the introduction of what is AI, especially generative AI, because now the past few years we are talking about kind of new field of AI, okay, generative AI. So about AI stands for artificial intelligence. Don't laugh at me, but maybe some people don't know. Artificial intelligence, which refers to creating intelligent machines or intelligent system. And when we say machines, it doesn't have to be a robot. Robot is one of it, but intelligent machine is more. It can be a ship, it can be very small, it can be a software itself, it can be like a code that executes different tasks, like your Google Calendar, for example, right? Like all these reminders and things. Also, AI involves creating algorithm and computer programs that can learn from data and make decisions based on that learning. AI is a broad field, artificial intelligence. Think about it like as a circle, and it gets smaller and smaller as we go in different subfields. So now we know that AI as a big, and I will go to the next slide because this gives us a better visual. So we have artificial intelligence as the main field. Then there is a subcategories or subfield of machine learning. Then within the machine learning, there is the deep learning where we train neural networks and different algorithm to give different type of outputs, right? And there is different application for different categories. I'm not gonna go deep in it. I'm still learning as it is. Like since my student life, I had my project final year project or PFU on deep learning, and I learned a lot. There was like 90% of it was research, 10% was the application. So AI is a big field, and it like you cannot learn it all. That's why different people focus on different things. And the deep learning, we have AI, machine learning, deep learning, then generative AI. Today we're going to be focusing on generative AI that focus on like getting or generating outputs or results based on in response to prompts. As you can see, we're talking about visual generation, code generators, text generators like ChatGPT, I think visual generator like DALL-E for images, code generator. There is a even ChatGPT can generate code, but I'm trying to think of my favorite one for coding. But I cannot. I forgot it. Totally forgot it. And then audio generator. Also, those we are talking about people or applications that can generate your voice, or based on your voice can create. If we can mention it, deepfakes is becoming a big thing. Of course, from the word itself, it has a negative association to it because it's fake, but also a lot of people are using it in their benefits. A lot of my fellow startup owners or entrepreneurs, they use them so they don't have to be in front of camera to shoot like marketing campaigns. They can actually feed that like their voice. They can feed their voice, give the images or videos of themselves, and all they need, give the scripts, and they will be generating infinite amount of like marketing campaigns for them without having to be in front of camera, because that's a lot of time like consumes resources. So that's an example of it. Why AI is trending? Like we talked about Gen AI. I hope you have at least a high level understanding of artificial intelligence and generative AI. But why AI is trending these days? I mean, as I said, it's been there for many years, for decades, but now it's trending. Well, it's obvious for it because data is everywhere. There is a large amount of data that is available, and the data is the key for artificial intelligence. Without input, there is no output. And having it available everywhere, there is data on Facebook, on social media, there is data on Reddit, there is data on Wikipedia, there is data on Google search. So these algorithms or these models, that's like their gasoline. Data is the gasoline for algorithm. And being this amount of data, especially if you notice the leaders of generative AI models, they are companies that they already existed, except of OpenAI because it's backed by Microsoft. So it was using Bing search data. It was using data that already existed. Same thing. Google is having their own models as well, because they already have their search machines ready to power these models with data, to feed these models with data. So the data it's been building up for many years, and even Microsoft, they've been working on these projects, or Google, or like all these, even XAI for the with what's his name, Elon Musk, like they've been having these data already being fed, being trained for so many years. We just know about it today because everybody's talking about it, because media outlets are giving it the visibility. But the work has been happening. Think about it, it's like the iceberg, the work that we don't see, that like what we see the little bit, but so much work that's been done. So yeah, the availability of data is key. That's the number one thing that AI need. The increase of investing in data center, because to mining and training these models, they need energy, they need power, and they need these chips who are like these NVIDIA chips, that they are very expensive. So increase of data, increase of power, energy, and need to mining and training these model, increase of investment. All companies now are investing, even the United States, like government now are investing in AI. The increase of use, that's natural. There is so much hype. People go for it. People are using it. If we all know, OpenAI had almost 1 million user in the first day from launching, when they launched ChatGPT. Like in hours, in a matter of hours, they had almost 1 million users. So that's those are the main three reasons why AI is trending now. Why we are having this topic. Um, I want to transition into why project managers should embrace it. I mean, in another slide, I would say why we should embrace it, because everybody should embrace, from the people who are from, like, even women staying at home, or like people or students, or anyone should embrace AI. I'm not telling you go use it, but at least be open to understand what is it about. Be open to understand why this thing is changing my life in one way or another, whether personal or professional. And I would focus on professional now. So as a project manager, why I should pay attention to it? Well, number one thing, productivity, efficiency and productivity. It automates repetitive tasks. It frees up entrepreneurs' focus. It frees up our focus on strategic decision. So, for example, as a project manager, you spend a lot of time in writing, right? Writing reports, writing a statement of work, writing technical specification, and all these things. But sometimes it takes away like the time from you to focus actually on thinking, how can I make maybe my product more unique? Because now I have to deal with all this reporting, specification, writing different documents to developers, designers. Like you get so distracted doing all these operational work, so you spend less time on the creative work, right? So by having these tools, if this is something that repetitive, and we all know in project management there is kind of definition of project have phases and you cannot skip them. So if the initiation phase or planning phase is like, it's a must do, but everybody hate to do it. It's like that part of the job that nobody likes to do it, but they have to do it because that's what we're going to agree on as a project manager, or that's how we're going to approve a budget or resource allocation and all that. It's a must done, but nobody like to do it. Well, AI would do it happily because AI wouldn't say no to you, right? It's in our service. So if I tell ChatGPT or Copilot, hey, write me document specification or SOW or technical specification for this project, and I feed it all what I have information about the project, it will happily do it. Yeah, with a thank you and please. Uh, so that's also like it helps, and it helped me personally a lot, and I still do it. Of course, verification is really important. Like, I believe in the code, trust but verify. um Verifying everything, the fine notes, if because AI must doesn't get it 100% exactly, but it will give you at least the structure, because it's kind of universal. Project management practice kind of universal. You cannot start executing project before having a plan. It's kind of common sense for project management. In every slide, you will see me having an example to mention that of a tool that uses AI. So this is Zapier. It's automation and workflow and automation tool that you can automate it to trigger things like if else. If something happened, if let's say if we hit the deadline, if we put this task and the deadline is today, send a notification. And like a lot of companies are using Zapier, and also Zapier can help you connect apps between each other, basically based on webhooks. They have created a lot of webhooks. So, for example, if I have a Slack channel where my team communicate, and we have a Google Doc where we have this project specification, let's say, and with the list of deadlines, if a deadline is not met, just take the person details and send them a Slack message or Slack email to remind them to check this, to update this. Same thing. So basically, it automates workflows, and it works magic for you. Everything, like you can connect multiple apps together, like from your website to your Google Docs to a communication channel. So basically, it's the link between you and your teams without you having to click everything. You can just do it once, and it will repeat itself over and over again. So that's an example. Customer experience and personalization. If we notice, everybody now on their website has a chatbot asking you what do you need. So basically, and I mean, it's been there for a long time, like customer support, that chat. But what's making it different now with the use of generative AI is the type how they are training those chatbots, right? The way they are training them now, they're training them on a large amount of data, very specific in a way. Before, I think we had those chatbots sitting on websites, but it's always those option 1, 2, 3: talk to customer support, raise a ticket, ask a question, and a link to take you to the documentation or FAQ. That's mostly how it was. But now it's interactive. Now it's responding to you based on your questions, based on what you are seeing. And actually, it's remembering what you are asking them before. So, for example, hey, I'm looking to book a consultation with Abir. If you go on my website, you will have an interactive experience talking with the bot, and the bot knows everything that's happening on the website, and it's able to pull information based on my question. So if I'm asking, hey, I wanna read Abir recent book, it will go and grab it to you. And also, it's connected and hooked because it's trained based on a GPT 4.0, which is able to scrap the web. So it will be able, so it's not just limited to that window, which is your website. It's actually able to scrap information from the web and bring it back to you in one spot. So you don't have to click outside of that website. And that's a genius, because people or companies want you to spend time on their website. So if they are able to provide you all you need, even from the web, on that window, they will do it. So
Yeah.
that's the difference how they are doing. Like they want to maximize on the amount of time that people spend on their website. So and also delivering customer like a good customer experience. If I have everything answered, like everything I need being answered in one spot, I would stay there. I would always stay there. Like even now, like with ChatGPT, if ChatGPT can go and scrape the browse the internet and find information for me, why would I go on Bing? Why would I go on Google? Why would I go on Facebook? Why would I go on LinkedIn? Like I would go on ChatGPT or whatever the model I'm using, and ask them, and they will just go and do the job for me. So this give really unique experience, and people like that. People like easy access, centralized access. People don't want headaches. So that's one of the reasons why AI is trending, and people use it in so many different ways. This is an example of one like the apps OmniChat, where people are leveraging also chats, like also WhatsApp now integrated like AI tools. Meta or previously Facebook, they integrated AI in their messaging, right? So now if you go, for example, on Instagram and you want to message me, I'm not the one responding. I have my AI that trained and like went through my Instagram and will respond accordingly. Not 100. I tried it once. It's not 100% accurate, but it gives an idea of what it is doing, right? So if you really train it well and give it good prompts, it will help. So a lot of companies are using that. A lot of people like kind of moved. A lot of airlines company, if you notice, they moved to
Yeah.
using chat messaging, and this is like they rely a lot on AI agent to pull up your like your reservation, your booking. If
Right.
you need to change, cancel, do all that, it will take care of you through messaging. um, yeah, so also there is a competitive advantage and business growth. Early adoption of AI technology sets businesses apart from competitors, driving innovation and creating unique offering. As you can see, OpenAI was an early adopter to like it's what we call it first movers advantage. If you are a lot of the companies that embraced AI and adopted it, and they kind of create their own tools or whatever, added a level of of AI in their offering. It's kind of they were blooming. If you know about Zoom, Zoom was from the first adopters in what we call Zoom, like the software for broadcasting software or streaming platforms or meeting platforms. They were the first adopters of AI, and they created their own AI companion, where yeah, companion
Summarize.
or to summarize and all that. Now everybody is following, but still Zoom already 10 steps ahead because they already started it very, very early. And I saw a lot of companies I worked with, they all moved to Zoom paid version and all that, and they kept it. So they were like early adopter. This is an example. And then who else? I think also like I don't know the race who came first between Google and Microsoft. Using Google Docs, they integrated Gemini. Microsoft, they integrated Copilot in their documents. The race is very close, but no, I'm not keeping tabs who is first because they are big companies. But a lot of these companies who adopted early kind of jumped on the wave first, and they, of course, it really gave them a competitive advantage. It really grew their sales, drove innovation, and it kind of like they tapped into untapped markets. Like also SEMrush this is an example of it's a marketing tool that they adopted AI, where they pool information about your competitors, It gives you, it's like a dashboard for marketers. Marketers use this tool a lot, where they offer everything. If you can see on the left side, they offer everything to you in one place. SEO, like search engine optimization. They give you your competitors, and they give you the rank of your competitors and what your competitors are using in terms of keywords, so you can actually use, so you can grow or tap into audience that you are not tapping into. So these tools really adopted, and they stay dominating. And it gives you like scores on your website scores, authority scores, your organic search, and all that, and give you also your competitors. Also, this is a very important part, because every manager like cost saving, because company is like, this is the budget, we cannot that's what you got, you gotta work within this budget. So also AI powered automation leads to cost reduction. Yesterday I was listening to Microsoft. They were in their Microsoft Ignite, they were releasing a new AI version to their project planner. There is they have an application called Planner, and they are integrating AI in it, and they are adding Mars, which is multiple agent system, something like that. It's Mars called. So the concept of multiple agents. So basically, agents are assigning jobs or delegating jobs to other agents, AI agents. So that's what we talk about now, multi-agents. So we were talking about a GPT or a model or an agent, but now we are talking more sophisticated system called multiple agent systems, math. So Microsoft also, a lot of the big companies are leveraging this multi-agent systems. So basically, think of the agent or multiple agents as a team. There is the project manager, there is the copywriter, there is the financial advisor, and all that, and all these can be represented in form of agent. So Microsoft, they embedded this multiple agent system in their planner to help project manager plan their project, but they will have AI agents working for them, doing the tasks like planning, like creating different tasks and assigning them. And you can assign them whether to a human, or you can assign them to the AI agent that will do the job for you, like market research, competitive analysis, presentation, different tasks. You can assign them to agents, and they will do the job for you. And they will create it. They will create the task. They will create the task board for you, and will do the track. And after they finish working on the task, they will say, like, they will change the status, like, of the task from to do or in progress to done.
Wow.
And if you review it, I have the video. I'll drop it. I'll send it over to you, because it's genius. And after they finish the task, and you can go in and click and have like update. If you don't like this version, if you want to change it instead of text to a table, they will do it for you. Like, how much that would take? It takes a lot of time sometimes, and it says it reduced 30% of time, like 30% that we spend on a project. Now it's like reduced 30%, and a lot of them are doing that because it makes sense and it makes financial sense. This is an example that I used ChatGPT. Like, if you think about it, the time efficiency that we used to do, like to write article, it takes hours, it takes days. If when our professor give us an assignment to write an article, it takes days, thinking and planning and getting it right, and correcting all the grammars. Especially English is not my first, so I struggle with that a lot in in so many times. But like in a few seconds, if I ask AI to write an article about how AI can improve cost saving and resource management, boom, in a few seconds it will type it in a few seconds. And again, I'm not encouraging people to be lazy, especially in the creative writing, disclaimer, but but if you get the structure right, it can give you an idea. If it can give you an idea of what you can change. And usually, sometimes I ask AI to give me like some topics, just for transparency. AI helped me a lot in creating this presentation. Because all I need is just talk to it, like my way, Abir's way, and then put it nicer, polish it together. Sometimes I mix it up, French, Arabic, English, and AI will do the job. So I like stick around till the end, because I have like some cool project that I'm gonna demo for you. Those are like passion project that I worked on, and I will show you how I used AI in those projects. The last thing, I believe, business growth and innovation, that goes without saying, to be honest. The use of AI, it facilitated rapid prototyping, testing, accelerating innovation cycle for entrepreneurs or for project managers. If you see entrepreneurs, this is presentation that I use as well for entrepreneurship panel, so forgive my typos. Also, we talked about AI system can minimize human errors in various processes, leading to more reliable outcome. I personally, again, I say it, English is not my first, so it helps me a lot in like organizing my thought. It helps me a lot in putting things into or organize even my chain of thoughts based on what is normalized, what is standardized. So this helps a lot, and it helps us focus on what's important. So if we don't like to write these documents, create the budget allocation and all this, AI can do take care of that, while we have to review it and verify it for final, and we still focus on creating innovative product and adding more, probably. All right, so this is another example of one of the AI tools or dashboards, how it is AI is able to basically, all you need is add your prompt or your idea, and it will take care of the rest. All right, so let's get into AI for project managers. I mean, I've been talking about AI for project manager, but I want to talk about as a project managers, how are we using AI during our project life cycles, all the phases that we know about, the traditional phases, and how AI kind of optimizing that or helping us through these phases. So from traditional to AI augmented, a shift in project management. The traditional project management life cycle that we all know about has 5 phases. Some people have it on 6 or 4, but this is the overall, right? Conceptions and initiation. The second phase, definition and planning. The third is launch and execution. Fourth one, then performance and control, then project close. Depending with how technical project or industrial project, there are like different steps that adds up. Some phases they combine together, but that's the overall overview. So during the first phase, the under it, if you can see, there are the most items that we create or we need to take care of, or the elements that are included in this phase. So in the first phase, we have to prepare project charter, project initiation, and by that it's like all the details. This is like the boring work that project managers don't like to do. Because or maybe I am biased, but I get more excited about the part of implementation and execution and launching. Those are my favorite phase, because it's like you get your hands dirty. But the first one is like, oh my god, I have to write all this technical specification. It's a negotiation. It's like you go to war for the first phase. It's like the first 2 months. It's like you're going to war with all your stakeholders. You're talking to them. You have to align with a lot of people, align regarding budget, now resource allocation now, and people, getting feedback and getting inputs. How do we want to build this? It's a lot of ideation. It's a lot of mess that sometimes you don't want to deal with it. So this is the hardest part, where AI really been helping me a lot, because it helps me arrange my thoughts, and basically look at the things from top to bottom and itemize it really good, and be able to create presentation, talk to people, create tasks, create timelines, and all that. This has happened before the implementation, because the implementation, let's say it's a software creation, it's the rest is coding. The implementation or execution is coding. It's not much of planning into it. It's more of implementation, which is in the hand of your coders. But nowadays, I'm not sure if I'm there yet of like coding with AI, but it helps. So like in every phase, there are important elements where in the traditional way, traditional project management methodology, whether it's agile or waterfall or whatever or lean or all these project management methodology, they all agree on that project. It's also common sense. You start, you initiate, and you finish with a report. Within that, a lot of things can happen, and some project might take longer than it's supposed to be. That's why I've been personally using AI in so many phases of the project life cycle, whether planning, sending reports, following up, staying ahead of deadlines, delivering, whether delivering on a presentation, creating demo, even like there is AI tool that creates demo for you, like Loom is my favorite. Like it's easy. I create a demo. All I do is just move my mouse and maybe talk, or maybe sometimes you don't need to talk, because it will extract like whatever's happening, and it create like a description, like click this, click that, based on the move of your mouse. So that's that. I want to talk a little bit about the traditional project management methods. Maybe I mentioned it, but I kind of summarize it here. We use a lot of manual scheduling. We use tools like Microsoft Project, Excel. Sometimes a lot of the tools that we use is outdated, because if you work within a team, and I'm a pro agile. By the way, I'm an agile person. I like team collaboration. Yeah.
By the way,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I like team collaboration, and I love people. I love things to be centralized. I also love people. I like things to be centralized. So if we are all as a team, 5 or 6 people working on a project, we should have the same level of, not the same level of access, but the same access to the information. So especially, so when I update the project or the project charter, people get notified, people know about it. Some of the practices or people I worked with, they still have it on their machine in a way, like they have it on their Word document or their Excel. They updating it on their machine. But what about us? And it takes us like weeks until we meet to get an update about the project, and this is kind of outdated. It's kind of delays a lot, because now the access to information, what if, especially teams now, they are spread out across the world, different time zone. My time, I work on a different times than the time that you work on. So if you prefer to work at night and I work during the day, like we will never meet, the project will never get done, because now you didn't share information. But if I have access to this information on the cloud, if I have like a notification set up in a way, I will be notified whenever there is a modification. I get updated. This can move things faster and really like reduces all this like miscommunication, delays, missing deadlines, and all that. Also, this is in terms of the scheduling, the planning, and all that. The human-centric estimation, before we used, it's based on what the project manager knows, right? Or based on what we worked on. Like sometimes projects get assigned to the same team, and they do it the same they used to do it. But nowadays, you can actually ask that AI tool or GPT or Gemini or whatever tool to give you an estimation. What would it take, or how much it would take, or what would it take to create, let's say, an Ionic mobile app, right? It will give you an estimation not just based on your experience would help, but also it will give you an estimation from what's going on in the world. Like if you are using a technology for the first time and you never worked with, you can actually search on the internet. The AI tool can help you create estimation for that. So it's not just your experience, but also what if you never had that experience. You can still leverage the AI for these estimation. Status reporting, that's something I talked about it earlier, like getting automatic updates, getting status report. There is those project management dashboard, the integrated AI based on the task board that you have. It is able to show you how many tasks completed, how many tasks pending. It shows you in red what are the tasks that are like high priority. It can show you in green and all that. It can tell you that we are on track or we are delayed. So all this is kind of aggregated or auto-populated, and you don't have to do it manually. Again, as a project manager, you don't have to do all these things. Communication channel, emails, shared drives, and in-person meeting are primary methods for collaboration and file sharing. Now we are using different more tools. We are minimizing the time that we spend on meetings. There is the famous saying, this could have been an email. Some people sit on 1 hour meeting that could have been an email. Nowadays, we are leveraging these AI tools. For example, if you missed a meeting, there is an AI summary that will send you, and it will also give you like action items, and where it mentioned Abir has to send this report, Ahlam has to do this and all that, and you get it in your email, so you don't have to be sitting on meetings if it's unnecessary. I mean, in these two slides, it's kind of, I'm talking about traditional and versus AI augmented project management method. I talked about the manual scheduling, the outdated tools that we've been using versus the AI augmented project management methods. We are talking about automated scheduling and forecasting, predictive analytics for estimation, because now we are talking about predictive model, not just models that knows whatever that you taught it, like you taught it. Now in generative AI, we are talking about models that they are learning. You feed them data, learning from data, but also able to get data from different sources and give you best optimal solution or answer. We are talking about real-time dashboards and reporting, as I mentioned, for project manager. We are talking about dynamic risk management. AI flags emerging risks using sentiment analysis in communication, missed deadlines or workload patterns, and suggest mitigations. There is tools that can summarize your Gmail, can scan through your emails and tell you what's been happening. It can scan through your task board and tell you what's your focus for today, like Microsoft Project Planner. It tells you what you should, like there is like a chatbot that you can talk to, what's my focus today, or what should I focus on today, and it will give you based on the deadline that you have. If it sees a deadline today, it will bring that up first, right? So it can put it all in one place. We talked about integrated smart communication, AI chatbots assist in retrieving documents, summarizing meeting notes, and even drafting follow-ups. AI summarize Slack threads or Google Meet transcripts to improve decision speed. where AI deliver the most impact in project workflows. We talk about planning, resource allocation, task management, and prioritization. We also talk about team collaboration and documentation, stakeholder engagement, risk and issue prediction. That's also a big thing. What AI can do for project managers. For main thing, automate, predict, enhance communication, and boost productivity. These are the most important element for every project manager nowadays. We don't like to do repetitive things, so we can, if you can, there is this saying, if you can. It's like if something that you have to do more than 2 times, you delegate it or you automate it nowadays. So if something that repeats itself more than 2 times or 3, you have to delegate it, or meaning, and by delegating it, give it to someone else. But you don't want to give it to someone else because it becomes also a repetitive task for them. So create a workflow, automate it, and like it's done. Like nobody has to do the boring work, because there was a time where we talk about delegation all the time. Oh, you are project management, you have to delegate. But also it turns down, it's like you passing down this boredness, you passing down this what we call delegation. But also if you pass it to another person who is your assistant or whatever, it's the same thing. But the best way to look at it is, even for your assistant, talk to them and look for ways on how you automate it. You don't have to pass the borders to the other person. No, automate it. Think about it as a team, collaborate together. If it's something that you both can free your time, automate it, or like leverage it to AI. So that's something that I really believe in. Predicting, risk forecasting using historical project data. Again, we talked about not just the project that we do. It's a good idea to customize the model that you use based on your project, but also it is able to give you information and educate you on your team or your team members about the projects and how it's done in different area. We talk about enhanced communication, summarizing meeting, also boosting productivity. It all falls under boosting productivity, whether as a person or as a team for project. I mentioned here, like if you remember, the first one was the traditional project management methods, and here this is the AI augmented. So I'm suggesting here different models or AI tools that we can use in each phase of the project. For example, in conception and initiation, we can use ChatGPT or Gemini to generate initial project charter, drafts, and stakeholder summaries. We can also use Notion AIs as a tool. We have also Miro plus AI Assist to brainstorm project idea. So I'm not gonna go through it all. For every project phase, there are AI tools that help you cut down like the time that you don't have to waste, and kind of automate tasks for you.
And did you mention these tools? This slide.
Say that again.
Did you mention all the tools in this slide?
Yes. If you can, it's in the orange box.
Okay, perfect. Can you share it later, the presentation?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Perfect. So like in launch or execution, for example, because in the launch or implementation, we do a lot of back and forth communication and check-ins. So there's different project management communication tools like Slack, Trello, Microsoft Teams. You see Trello plus Butler AI, Zapier for automate task movement. It moves tasks and deadlines and alerts. Jasper AI or Copy AI to draft internal announcement or launch communication. There is, I mentioned in those orange boxes, tools for each project phase. I wanted to show an example with you. It's a passion project that I worked on. Let me see. I think I still have to share my screen. Let's do this. So there is. Okay, so I call it startuplauncher.ai. So basically, this is an AI tool. It's an application. It's a website that I built at 100% using AI. Okay, I remember the tool. It's called Claude.ai. I use it a lot. It's Claude.ai. It's Anthropic model. It's Anthropic. And I use it a lot for coding. I mean, I'm a pro PHP and front end, but coding, deep coding like Node.js and all JavaScript framework, that's not my skill set. I know a little bit, but advanced no. So this is actually, I think, a Node.js application that I built on. I built it purely using ChatGPT, Claude, both together for the design, even creating all these designs. I did it using AI. And all these tabs or features, they are AI agents. So this is a multi-AI agent system. When you see it, it looks like a website. When you see it, it looks like an application. But in the backend of every task we do, it's me giving a prompt to an agent to execute a task for me. So I will, and this is called startuplauncher.ai. So it's an AI tool that helps early founder or entrepreneur, people who don't know where to start as an entrepreneur and they only have an idea to start and launch their business. It has the answers that they need. So if they have an idea, there is Idea Lab here where they can type whatever idea that they want to build as a product, and from there it is able to validate the project for them or validate the idea, and it gives them feedback based on what's available on the market, the probability of success and all that. I will do this an example for you. So give me an idea, Ahlam, so it's not mine. Give me an idea of a product. Like my previous example was a cat shampoo.
Okay, I think a book for coloring for kids.
Oh, okay. Coloring book for kids. All right, you can say it even imperfectly. And I will click on generating idea. What's happening in the backend? It's a GPT-4o model, and it's generating ideas based on this prompt. So it will give me top 3 ideas that are mostly to succeed, mostly unique, and it will give me the title and a description about it. So it generated top 3 for me, interactive digital coloring platform. So based on this idea, here is what you can build as a product or what you can do. So you can create interactive digital coloring platform, and there is a description: develop an online platform or application that offers a variety of digital coloring book for kids. Educational coloring book: design a series of coloring books that combine fun with education. Or third, personalized coloring storybooks. Which idea you like to validate? Like it speaks to you the most?
I will go with the second one.
Okay, so we save it, validate it, or copy it. We're gonna save it before validate. Okay, it's saved successfully. And then we're gonna go down here. You will see saved ideas. And did I save it? This second. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me refresh.
Okay.
I hope it's saved.
Is there free trial or we need to pay before we?
I'm doing it for free now. It's for free now. Kids coloring book. Okay, sorry.
All you have to do is to connect to log in with an email, and that's it. You can start.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So, okay, so now it saves. Earlier it didn't save, so all right, we're doing it. Personalized story coloring books. So now we're validating it. So basically what it's doing, there is an AI agent as well. It's running in the background and validating the idea, and based on different metrics, like how innovative is the idea, what's available in the market, and it gives you a score, and it gives you basically a report. There you go. So it gives you a report of like to validate your idea, and it give you like a score: market potential 9/10, competition, visibility, revenue potential, overall score. And then it explains, like it gives you those metrics and short explanation. Each axis represents a key metric, and then it gives you a recommendation. Invest in top-notch illustrator and storytellers to ensure high-quality books. Second, develop a robust, user-friendly website that allows customers to easily personalize their books. 3, implement a strong marketing strategy focusing on social media and partnership with parenting blogs and influencer. Offer a wide range of story themes to cater to a wider audience. 5, focus on customer satisfaction to encourage repeat orders and referral. Next, and gives you next steps. And you can, and also you can, it gives you useful resources for market research and business planning, and you can download the report, right?
Wow.
So basically in a few minutes to seconds, now you have an idea, you generated multiple ideas, you selected whatever you want, and now it's validating your idea. You don't have to go search. So I'm not sure if I have competitor tool. If I add another tool, for example, like list the list of competitors from just an idea, it will give you the like all the competitors, right? So and here like there is another bot or AI that where I can agent that will generate your business workflow. You can write the business idea here, and you can give early stage, MVP stage, growth stage, scale stage, market type, different market type, and you can add different information, and it will generate AI workflow for you. Similar things here. This is like previous ideas that I was testing. It can create basic pitch deck. So basically what I wanted to focus on, giving the minimum for you so you can get started. Because if you have an idea and you start worrying, oh, I don't know how to do market research, or I don't know how to do a pitch deck, or I don't know how to generate a website, I don't know even how to create a brand, right? So brand kit, it will give you brand kit here, for example. Like this is an example. We call it, what do we call it? Coloring books for kids. And you wanted modern professional, you wanted feminist, let me say business description, coloring books for kids. And I can grab the description from here. Why? Like I can grab it from here.
Yeah.
Because that's it's already working for itself. Like I'm not doing anything. There you go. I will copy it here. What color? Orange, let's say. Target audience, kids. And it will generate a brand kit. So it will give you the color palette, and it give you brand guideline. So if you are want to hire someone to do this, like create a logo for you, and they ask you this question that you don't know answer for it, well, I don't know what is a color palette or brand guideline. There you go. Brand kit saved successfully. There you go. We said it's orange, right? Color palette, a generated color palette, and it gave you a logo concept. The logo would feature stylized representation. So I copy this and I go to the logo generator, and I will generate a logo. And it will generate a logo for me.
All I have to do is launch my startup now.
Yeah.
Done. Everything done, set, ready to launch.
Let's see if it generates the logo for me. unless as the key has expired, let's see.
Okay.
So it's loading. So we'll go and we'll see. Then there is also social media planner. So this is an example how I'm using. This is like it's like planning social media posts for me and sharing them on LinkedIn for now, or different platforms here. This is as well like those educational videos, and that's oh, there you go. For example, coloring book. It generated the logo, not perfect, but kind of give you an idea, right?
Yeah.
You can regenerate. We said coloring books for kids, right? Basically that.
Maybe if we give a more detailed
Refined.
prompt,
Yes.
refined.
Yeah. It goes back to the refining prompts and prompt engineering and all that. So yeah, that's that, and you can apply it to anything. This is the tasks as well. You can see there is a task board here, and it gives you the completion score, or to track your progress and stuff like that, and it automatically changes. It's still in early stages, but you can see what you can accomplish with zero. Like I really I don't know how to code with Node.js. This is a pure code. All this is pure code. So that I didn't have to do. All I do is just think. This is all creativity. I didn't do the coding, but I was doing the creative thinking, how I like it, how I want it, how I'm able to do all these things. So because it gave me space to think and be creative, and I don't have to worry about the like coding with Node.js. It's not a priority for me.
Was it based on your needs, or what you think that others was complaining about, or
yeah. It's based from the idea came from I do business consulting and tech consulting for startups. So these are the questions I get. Abir, how can I? So basically, think of all these models or AI or features as a question that come to Abir in everyday life. So every day people ask me, oh, I want to create, I don't know how to do a brand kit. Well, I don't want them to be coming to me and asking the same question. If it's if it's repetitive more than 2 or 3 times, I automate it, right? So I'm trying to clone my knowledge into a system, all-in-one system. So when people ask the question, all they can do, so I don't have to be sit there and say the same information over and over again. Well, brand kit is combined of a color palette, a brand guideline, logo, and it helps you generate a logo. Well, if AI can do it for me, it's the same information. It's kind of universal metric that it's a matter like people who come to me, they don't know where to go, so they come to me. But if they come to me and offer them that solution, well, it's still me. It's customized based on what Abir knows and based on my creative thinking and my unique value proposition of, oh, this is how Abir does things, right? It's still me, the way how I'm customizing the AI, the way how I'm fine-tuning the AI models, and I'm leveraging multiple agents here. It's still me. It's still my creativity, still my thinking. It's the way how I'm presenting it in a way more efficient that is available. If it's at night and someone want to talk to me, they have a tool that I created available for them that can help them. So this is how I think about it. I'm not replacing me, because this is a Abir product. This is a Abir product, and this is how I like to close it off. Like AI enhances project management. It enhances our productivity, and it kind of unlock our creativity level. It enhances us. It doesn't replace them. Think of AI as your co-pilot. It helps you focus on leadership, not paperwork. The future of PM, project management, is adaptive, insight-driven, and AI augmented. So we're not thinking of project management as replacement. It's kind of unlocking, giving you a next level, unlocking your next level of thinking. So you are able to focus on the creative, the cool things, and you don't have to think of the kind of paperwork, boring stuff. That's all. That's all I have. I hope you had enjoyed it. I hope that helps you to start your next step in your career as a project manager. We are all managers in some way or another. Even if you are a developer, you are managing your task, you are managing your code and your deadline, pushing it to the GitHub and all that. We are kind of we kind of execute and practice project management in every step of like our day-to-day life. It's just if we don't pay attention, maybe this is a time for you to pause and reflect on how you spend your day, how you spend like those 8 hours if you are working, and think of way how you can create a buffer for you to be creative, so you can create that extra 30 or 1 hour to go and read something, watch a documentary that will enlighten you, to practice project management differently, to do something differently in your your day or your work day, and that will add like in your performance. That will what makes you different than anybody else, the way you do the job, right? It's by like looking for that creative way of doing, reading, like getting more inputs. Like the AI, the more you get inputs, like the variety of your inputs, you get a better output. And we are in some way or another, we are human. We whatever is surround us is our input, and this is how we produce and like the outcome in our day-to-day life or job and all that. So that's all. I hope that was insightful and enlightening, and I'm happy to take some questions. I hope I didn't stay too much.
No, it's okay. In fact, because we started a little bit with some issues with
Mhm.
StreamYard, but alhamdulillah, it went okay till the end. Really, it's an amazing session to kick off our Build with AI series. Like, thank you so much, Abir, for sharing your deep expertise, practical tools, and I think I get inspired. Also, I think the audience too. For me, I have a question that I really want you to answer, because
Sure.
like this is going to be like the motivation to the audience, especially to our precious women in tech.
Hmm.
So like just a few seconds, here comes the question. So as someone who started as a student and grew into a founder and AI strategist, what advice would you give to young women who feel intimidated to enter the tech world?
Okay, I will not start with the phrase of just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. But there is a little bit of that. But if you don't know how to just do it, start with searching. I think the key that unlocked every step in my career till today is research. Of course, we are human. Whether it's and this is not a young woman thing or problem. That's everybody, maybe. But we tend to associate young women to that we are not bold enough, and we don't ask, or we feel intimidated. But maybe that's other people as well. But to answer your question, um, you start with researching like the small way to enter the field, right? Of course, everything look like a black box when you look at it from the outside, right? AI is a black box. If you, especially nowadays, a lot of people feel intimidated. Maybe they think it's very late. Oh wow, like people already building multiple agents now, like multiple agent system. Oh, it's too late. I didn't even touch ChatGPT. Well, that's scary. That's intimidating. That would make you feel like you are missing out and it's too late. But I think just try to block that noise in your head and ask yourself the question instead. Oh, that's like that's scary. That okay, it's hard. Everything is hard to get into until you get into it and start doing. I'm the type of person who learn by doing. So figure out what's your style of learning, or like pick that little piece of the puzzle that it sound easy. That's what you are comfortable with. So if you are comfortable of learning from YouTube, for example, or from reading books, kind of block that noise in your head of it's big, it's huge, I don't know about it, I don't know how to start, and kind of try to relate to the thing or the whatever the phenomena that you are trying to tackle. Try to relate to it, what like your easy entry. For me, searching for me is googling everything. This is the way how I learn, and ask all these stupid question of how to build a chatbot, how to everything is on Google. All you need is just how to. So really it's just you and the screen of your computer, so nobody's judging you how you ask the question. And again, take it from someone, their English is my third language now, so take it from me. Don't be intimidated like your grammar is perfect, or you have to say it the right way, or to raise your hand in the room, oh my god, I don't know how to speak. Just say it. Let people correct you. It's okay. Forget about the judgment. We all feel intimidated. We feel like, oh, I'm asking a stupid question. Well, if you are shy or intimidated from the people, go to your screen, ask Google, ask ChatGPT everything, and it will answer you. Again, don't rely just on those sources. Try to find sources that you trust. Like, I'm not gonna tell you go use ChatGPT and you feel like you don't trust it. Find the source that you trust the most and start from there. Like, start with little things, and from there you can tackle it, and maybe you will like kind of discover a different way of using it. For me, what works is searching and Googling, and talking to the people that they have that title attached to them. Um, uh, what got me here is connecting with people. What got me here is talking to the people who are knowledgeable about the things that I don't know. Like, approach people as long as you are respectful and polite. Everybody will answer you. If they don't, that's either they're busy or that's their problem. But no, it's like with respect and approaching people, you can get your answer, and people want to help. There is a lot of people who wants to help, and if you have any question, you can talk to me. Like, send me a LinkedIn message. Just be clear on what you want. Like, it's always be clear. Say, hello, I am Abir, introduce yourself, and I wanted to connect with you. Try to relate to the person so they know. Give them context what you want. So that's what worked for me. Basically, searching and starting with the small things until it becomes a bigger project. This is how I got into tech, and what got me here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abir. Even Tahani says thank you. Thank you, Tahani, for
Thank
attending
you.
and being with us. It was an honor to start this series with a tech leader like you, Abir, who continuously empowers others. Like, I want to say, like, to think big and lead smarter, especially
Yeah.
with the startup launcher. I think we're going to use the link. Thank you so much for sharing. I want to thank everyone who attended this first session, and I want to say don't miss the next one. It's going to be very inspiring also, with the amazing Ibtisam Hattab. We are going to talk about AI agent on Google Cloud. So be there and see you in a few minutes. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Abby. Thank you.